All right. Thanks, Brian. It's all you. All right. Give it up for Brian. Give it up for Brian's awesome AI shirt. All right. Welcome to my TED Talk. Who here has used ChatGPT? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. All right. Most of us. Awesome. Raise your hand if you know what LLM stands for. Large language model, a few of us. Who here, other than Mark Stiving, has created a custom GPT? All right, my people. And the last one, how about this one? Has anybody been to a restaurant where you've had your food or drinks delivered by a robot? Yeah, hot and juicy crawfish. Before I get into sharing some of the awesomeness of what's to come with AI, I wanted to address a couple concerns that are commonly spoken by people. Social isolation, job security, and skills obsolescence are all concerns people have brought up. Now, these are legitimate concerns. With more technology, we are at home more often. We work from home and that kind of thing. However, AI-driven technology helps us to connect with more people around the world who we would never otherwise connect with. When it comes to job security, yes, AI is going to take away some jobs, but it's also going to create a lot of new jobs. And I'm very excited about the new jobs that are going to be out there for all of us. Now, skills obsolescence. So this ties directly into the job security. Some of the skills we currently have, we will no longer use. But that's going to free us up to think at higher levels and learn new skills. All right, I'm going to share a few sort of predictions, and not so much predictions, but really just kind of based on the research I've done about AI and like what's going to happen in the next 10 years or so. There's some pretty cool things. In healthcare, AI-driven personalized healthcare is going to help us live longer and healthier lives. There's predictions from like 10 years of additional life expectancy and higher than that. It's very exciting. So AI-driven diagnostic tools will help to identify what's sort of brewing inside our bodies before it manifests itself and becomes something very serious. Pretty cool stuff. Now, when it comes to education, traditional classroom settings as we know them will become obsolete. If you think about how can a given student best learn, I would say a given student could best learn if there was one teacher for every student, because every student learns differently. They start with a different knowledge base. They have different attention spans, different interests. Some are kinesthetic learners, some visual, some auditory. Now, having a human teacher for every student, as we know, that's not realistic. However, what if we could have an AI-driven teacher for each student? That AI system would know what that student currently knows because they would have seen all the test results of that student. They would know what the interests are of that child, the attention span of that child, and it would be able to create and deliver a custom personalized education plan for each student. I think that's pretty cool. How about automobiles? If you have a new car or your car is just a year or two old, it may be the last car you ever own. I mean, unless you really like cars, but it'll be the last car you need to own. Why? AI-driven enhancements in transportation are spreading like wildfire. Now, in my case, I moved to Las Vegas in 2002. I bought a pickup truck. I've always driven pickup trucks. Why? Well, it's two reasons. I love woodworking. That's my hobby. So I go to the lumber yard, choose lumber, load it in my truck, haul it off. Also, I got into real estate. I bought houses. I did rehab projects. I rented those houses out. It's a lot of trips to the Home Depot, right, Joe? So a pickup truck, I always thought of that as, hey, that's a necessity. It's not an option. But now, I'm a little older. The rental house maintenance, I don't do that myself for the most part anymore. I still occasionally need some lumber from the lumber yard though, so I do find my truck handy now and again. But really, why own that truck if I only need it really once every couple months? What if I could just pull out the phone, hey Uber, send me a mid-sized pickup truck. And out in my driveway, 20 minutes later, a driverless pickup truck is there in my driveway. That'd be pretty cool. Now, suppose it's Saturday night, it's date night. Now I'm thinking, hey Uber, send me a Porsche 911, preferably metallic blue. And it appears. I'm excited about that. I can't wait. All right, going back to what I was talking about like skills, like what are we gonna do? We need to adapt to the new environment to thrive. Adapt to thrive. I'm gonna dedicate the next part of my talk here to Dr. Jeff McGee because he loves acronyms, all right? And ADAPT is an acronym, all right? Give me an A. A. Acknowledge the change. A is for acknowledge. Acknowledge that AI is already all around us. It's a part of our personal lives, a part of our work lives, and it's coming at us like a tsunami, right? We're in a ship here. We don't want to get knocked over. We want to ride that wave. Acknowledge that AI is here, and we need to embrace it. Okay, give me a D. D. Okay, D is for develop new skills. Let's learn how to use these AI tools. ChatGPT, Gemini, all these cool tools. You can sign up, get a free account, you can just start going. It's easy to do. Learn new tools. As Darren says, be a sponge. There's so much out there to learn. Develop those skills. Now, down the next letter, give me an A. A. The second A is ask for support. All right? I've been using AI tools for 10 years. You don't believe me, do you? No, because AI has only been around for like a year and a half to the general public, right? We're all in this together. Ask for help. Don't be that person that gets stuck and can't figure it out. Ask your son, your daughter, your coworker, your techie friend. Ask for help. 1 minute. Wow, Cheryl. All right. Give me a P. P. All right, P is for practice. All right, we've developed new skills. We've asked for support. Practice using those skills. So now you're sort of in the lab, right? You're trying these out. You can't break ChatGPT. And remember too, ChatGPT, it's a chat bot, and it's actually becoming more human-like. Just have a conversation with it. It can be your best business buddy. Last letter, T. Give me a T. T. T is for thrive. Thrive with a new technology. Now as we get out of the lab and we're putting it into practice in the real world. As speakers, here's how it's where the tools are not great. They're not great with write me a speech, write me a book. Why? Because it can do that, but not well, because it doesn't include our personal stories in that speech, in that book. But what it's great at, I know a lot of you do like corporate training, create a new educational course, right? Your client says, hey, you've done a great job teaching us this. Now can you teach us this? AI tools are amazing for helping put that together. All right, time's up. Got it. Thank you all for joining me on this AI journey. I hope you embrace it like I am. And together we can adapt and thrive.
Great. Thank you. Great job. Great job. Thank you.